Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Hello, I'm Murray Feldman from Fox 2 News in Detroit. John McElroy is out of town on business today, so I'm filling in for him. He will be joining us via webcam later in the show to answer your letters, so stay tuned. But let's get started. Here are the day's top headlines. Porsche looks ready to solidify a majority stake in VW. Ford reveals how much its executives make, and the Obama administration focusing on electricity instead of hydrogen. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Wednesday, March the 25th, 2009, and now the news. Porsche says it has secured a 10 billion euro loan from several banks to help it pay for Volkswagen shares and to solidify its majority stake in the company. According to the Associated Press, Porsche says under the agreement it can extend the volume of the amount to 12.5 billion euros. Porsche has been acquiring Volkswagen shares since 2005. As of January this year, they own 51% of the company. With the economy the way it is today, executive compensation has really turned into a big hot-button issue. A recent statement filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission reveals just how much Ford is paying its top leaders. Company CEO Alan Mulally made $4.9 million last year, excluding stock options. That's a big chunk of change, but it's almost $10 million less than he was paid in 2007. Other top executives at Ford have already taken pay cuts, and the company will not pay any bonuses this year. The company's cuts are not as drastic, though, as those at GM and Chrysler, those companies relying on public funds to survive. Now, let's turn to fuel cells. The Obama administration shifting government funding from hydrogen fuel cells to electric vehicles. According to the Detroit News, last month's stimulus bill includes $2 billion in new battery research, but no new money for hydrogen research. In February, the National Hydrogen Association, which includes General Motors, Toyota, Honda, Daimler, BMW, they asked the Energy Department to allocate $700 million from advanced energy research programs to hydrogen-related research. Toyota looking to reduce the cost of its fuel cell stacks by 90% over the next 6 years as it prepares to introduce a fuel cell vehicle to the market by 2015. According to Wards, the technology will likely first be applied to long-haul trucks and buses. The company also looking to increase power density by 50 to 100% and to increase the durability of the stack. Wards Auto reports that Hyundai is officially pulling the plug on its slow-selling Entourage minivan. The vehicle's best year was 2007. That's when the company sold a little more than 17,000 units, but that's tiny compared to the segment-topping Grand Caravan. Dodge delivered almost 180,000 units in the same year. Hyundai admits that the van's mechanical twin, the Kia Sedona, has done better in the market. The company says that it does not need to compete in the minivan segment, which will free up money for other vehicles. In 3 years, Peugeot Citroën is expected to roll out a new world car from its Shanghai Technical and Styling Center. Gasgoo.com reports that the yet unnamed vehicle is expected to go on sale in the global market sometime around 2012. The company's Shanghai facility opened in 2008, and it represents a 1 billion yuan, or roughly $150 million investment in China. Coming up, John McElroy will be here with your letters in You Said It.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
And now it's time for your feedback. This is You Said It. Every day we get dozens of comments and questions from you, our viewers. You Said It gives us a chance to respond. Like I mentioned earlier in the program, John McElroy is on the road today, but we managed to get him on Skype for You Said It. Here he is via webcam.
Thank you, Murray. And our first comment comes from your writer, Yama Rider, who commented on our test drive of the Ford Fusion Hybrid when I said you can trick the system into EV mode. But he says, you're not tricking the system. It was designed to use the engine to excel and then cruise in EV mode. The engine runs most efficiently under moderate loads, like on XLs, and inefficiently under light loads, like cruising at 40 to 45 miles an hour. Stop trying so hard and just drive it. Well, yes, sir. And Christian from Romania wrote in to say, I know a lot of guys here in Romania that are looking forward to each and every episode of Autoline Daily. I think that it would be great if you could translate for us continental Europeans the car's fuel consumption from miles per gallon to liters per 100 kilometers. Thanks for that suggestion, Christian. We'll definitely make that translation. And we got quite a few comments for the new Camaro report that we did. More than a few of you commented on the hard plastic interior. Pedro Fernandez wrote in to say, "You have had many GM execs say that GM interiors were going to be the best in the world. Were they lying or exaggerating?" Well, Pedro, they weren't lying, and the Camaro interior actually looks pretty good, but I was surprised to see the hard plastic. I imagine it just came down to a question of cost. Anyway, that's it for You Said It. Back to you, Murray.
Thank you, John. Be careful with those business lunches out on the road. And that's it for today's top news in the global automotive industry. Once again, I'm Murray Feldman from Fox 2 News in Detroit. Thank you for watching. John will be back with you tomorrow.
I'm John McElroy.
I'm Jason Vines.
And I'm Peter DiLorenzo. Between the three of us, we've got more than 100 years' experience in or around the auto industry. So we thought we'd put that experience to work for you. On March 26th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to sit down, turn on the cameras, and talk about the industry the way you do in your living room, garage, or wherever. Plus, you'll be able to chat with us as well. So tune into our website or any of our media partner sites at 6:30 p.m. on the 26th for a frank, no-holds-barred discussion on all things automotive. Talk to you then.
Didn't you call me Dieter Zetch's snarky little PR guy?
Guilty as charged.
He is.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, John's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.